With the matching process, it was a little intense, but I think all in all really beneficial to see what all options there are in terms of different hospitals you could be matched with or different opportunities there are, some of which I wasn't even aware of, like an insurance residency. I didn't know that was an option coming out of this program. So really great to know what options there are. And then, really it was a really great opportunity to practice my interviewing skills, to be able to talk to projects I had already done in my past work in school, and learn how to apply them to a healthcare context, because I didn't come at this from a healthcare background initially. And so I was really pleased that ended up being matched with Shadyside Hospital in the operations realm of things, and absolutely love it so far. Being able to manage both my residency and coursework was a bit of a learning curve, but it really helped me figure out how to best manage my time, because I already had been doing some time management for just courses. I found for me that my residency is a bit further from campus, so it really helped for me to designate some time for, okay, this is work time, this is school time, and it really was interesting though that some of the concepts that I was learning at school would help me in my residency and vice versa. So in some ways the lines became a bit blurred, but I think all in all, my preceptors were very helpful in terms of always offering like, oh, I know the semester is coming to an end, if you have such and such projects going on, like you can take some time off. So just having mentors and preceptors who are responsive to my needs was very helpful in this process. So a lot of the knowledge of just the healthcare system in general, of course, things like how did we get to where we are policy-wise, and then all the finance knowledge, all of that I was able to apply right away just for the context of why does the hospital operate in the way that it does. But on a deeper level, I found that some of the concepts we talked about, specifically around change management, were also really useful in terms of learning, okay, I have this project that I want to do. How do I convince the right people that, yes, this is something that your team should invest time in? Something that I even have noticed already and have really enjoyed is that a lot of us in different residencies have already started bringing back some examples from our work to the classroom, and I definitely expect it to continue next year. We, especially when having conversations around things like length of stay, which is something that most hospitals are concerned about. Those of us with hospital-based residencies, where I know for my residency, we are working on some length of stay initiatives, we're able to talk about, hey, this is what we're doing in my hospital. Oh, well, that's different from what we're doing over here. So it's really cool to see just how the cohort is able to contribute to each other's learning in that way through our residency. I think this is a fantastic experience to help me for the rest of my career, both in terms of the knowledge that I'm gaining from classes, from the projects I'm doing, but also that experience of, okay, I'm stepping into a new environment with completely new people for the first time. How do I make a place for myself here and make a difference? And that process is something that, whenever I go into another organization, I'm going to have to go through that again. And so having that experience plus everything else I'm gaining is absolutely beneficial.